So the first question is if I can have your first and your last name and spell them both out for me.
Okay. Jennifer Soto. JENNIFERSOTO.
Mother.
Mother.
Jennifer, tell me how you feeling right now.
I feel like I can't breathe. All I keep thinking about is, where is she? Is she safe? Is she okay? But we're all a wreck. My entire family is a mess. We're just so worried.
When did you first realize, or when did you file a missing report?
We filed a missing report. We called the police at like 4:45 yesterday, 4:45 p.m. But she actually went missing early that morning, around between 8:45 and 9 o'clock in the morning. She went missing. We had dropped her off close to the school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. Sorry. That should be it. Sorry about that. We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to share.
You share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I know you had conversations with detectives. Not sure what that conversation is, but whichever you feel comfortable sharing, that will put the awareness out there.
Yeah, she was spotted walking by the church, by the middle school, on the cameras. They saw her hang out in the parking lot for a little bit and then get up and leave. They didn't see a vehicle or anything else. They just saw her walk away around 9 a.m. heading towards the school, but she never made it. Yeah.
What has the school said? Have you given in contact with the school?
Yes, that they're doing everything they can. They've given me all their resources. The principal's called me. They've looked at their cameras. I don't think they've caught anything. The cameras is too far away from the sidewalk. Everything is too grainy, so they can't see specific faces. But they've looked. I'm just waiting to hear anything else from them.
Is this normal behavior?
Not at all.
To just not show up or call or text or anything?
Not at all, no. She, from time to time, she will leave her cell phone at home accidentally, and that's actually what happened yesterday. She left her phone at home. She went to school. But that happens from time to time. She's got ADHD, her memory. She's very forgetful. So, yeah, there's no way to track her right now because the detectives now have her phone. But this isn't normal behavior now.
What was the last thing, I guess, the conversation that you two had, you and your daughter?
We spoke about her birthday party. She had a birthday party on Sunday. She had a great time. I couldn't make it because I was working. But she had an amazing time. She was so happy with all her gifts. I told her good night, and yeah, that was it. I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
13?
She's 13 years old, yes.
13, Madeline?
Madeline.
What are you thinking right now?
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her. Well, Monday morning, we took her to school. We dropped her off close to school, across the street from a church, which is it's right next to the school. she crossed the street and walked to school, what we thought walked to school. My boyfriend who drove her to school drove away at that point. It was seen on video footage that she hung out in the parking lot of the church for a few minutes and then got up and walked towards the school. But she never made it that walk and that was around 9 a.m. when she got up. She never made it to school after that. It's right next to the school. I don't know why she didn't make it. I don't know if something happened on her walk along the way or if she got taken, but she never made it.
And that was the last anyone's seen of her or heard from her?
Yes. I went to pick her up after school, and she wasn't there. So I started driving around, maybe thinking she took a walk. Maybe she decided to walk to my mom's office, which is pretty close to the school as well. Drove around and I didn't see anything. I drove back to the school. The school was closed. I emailed one of her teachers. They confirmed that she was absent all day. At that point is when I called 911 because I realized something was truly wrong.
Have you heard from any of her friends? Has she been active on any social media?
She hasn't been active on social media. None of her chats, none of her games. We did contact all her friends. None of them had seen her Monday or heard from her. Yeah, there's no update.
All right, the first question is if I can get your first and last name and spell them both out for me.
Stephen Stearns, StephanStearns.
All right, so Stephen, you seem very emotional right now. Explain to us.
I dropped her off. Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
What were the conversations that y'all had in the car when you dropped her off?
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way. Told her have a good day at school when she got out. I love her. Said thanks, love you too. That was it.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off. We don't know where she can be. And we're scared.
13-year-old Madeline Soto's body was found just about a mile and a half from where I am standing right now off Hickory Tree Road. A heartbreaking update for so many who were hoping she would be found alive. Skyfox over the area near Hickory Tree Road, where law enforcement say the body of 13-year-old Madeline Soto was found days after she was reported missing. Deputies say a tip led them to recovering the teen's body in a rural area of St. Cloud. They say she was found in shrubs off the road.
We sent our units out here and we did discover what appears to be a body. The body has clothing very similar to what the victim was last seen wearing.
Deputies believe that Madeline was never dropped off at school Monday morning and was dead before then. Maddie's mom's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns, is the main suspect in this homicide.
We have video evidence that shows Stephen Stearns discarding items in a dumpster in that apartment complex in Kissimmee at 7:35 on Monday, February 26th. Detectives later recovered Madeline's backpack and her school-issued laptop from that dumpster. At 8:19, we have evidence that shows Stephen Stearns returning to the complex and Madeline was visible in that vehicle. We believe she was already dead at that time.
Stearns was last seen driving a silver 2010 Lincoln MKZ that afternoon between 1 and 2:30 on Old Hickory Tree Road and Nolte Road, which is near where her body was found Friday. Our cameras were rolling as Stearns was transferred from Orange County to Osceola County Jail today before she was found.
Where was Maddie last seen? Why aren't you helping her mother and her family? This is a little girl. Help them find Maddie.
Stearns is in jail with no bond. He will have a first appearance in Osceola County Court tomorrow.
the man who investigators believed killed 13-year-old Madeline Soto, now is looking at 60 new criminal charges.
West New's Bob Hazen is live at the Osceola County Jail this morning. Bob, those charges still, though, do not include murder.
Yeah, these all deal with the pictures and the videos that investigators say they found on Stephen Stern's phone. He's still not charged with murder, but he is being held here at the jail with no bond, so he cannot get out. Now, I want to run down those new charges that he is facing. They include 8 for sexual battery on a child under 12, 5 for sexual battery on a child between 12 and 18, 7 for molestation, and 40 for possessing child pornography. Prosecutors also included some even more disturbing information in court documents showing that the abuse went back to at least June of 2019. Now, the names in the report are blacked out, redacted, but that would have been when Madeline would have been just 8 years old. Stephen Stearns is the boyfriend, of course, of Madeline's mom. He was supposed to drop Madeline off at Hunters Creek Middle School 2 weeks ago, but investigators say he killed her and ditched her body off of Hickory Tree Road. Police took his phone early in this process and say he tried to wipe out its memory, but they were still able to find pictures and videos that allegedly show Stearns sexually abusing Madeline. Those files also let prosecutors pinpoint the days when that abuse would have happened, going back 5 years, and that led to these new charges. Police are still investigating the murder itself. No one has been charged for that at this point, but again, Stearns is being held at the jail with no bond.